everyone, it's Ted Mosley with Iron Valley Real Estate. Today I'm here with Angi Kerr from Kerrageous Living. And we're going to talk today with Angi a little bit about her business and maybe kind of like how she got here. But why don't you tell everyone here about what your business is?
So essentially, I'm a therapist. I do hypnosis therapy and energy healing. I also do therapy, which is hair, and it just has segued into regular therapy, but kind of unconventional. I teach meditation classes and energy healing, moving energy through the body, getting rid of negative energy, helping people to expand their limiting beliefs and get out of trauma.
I'm going to say something real quick. It works. It works, and I'm living proof of it.
Yeah.
So you're originally from?
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised in Orlando, Florida.
Right. Yes, went to Boone High School.
Conway girl.
Yes, Conway girl. Went to Lake Highland Prep and then Boone.
Okay.
And became a hairdresser at 17, and the rest is history. Yeah.
All right.
Been in the Conway area my whole life.
Okay. So why did you decide to go into that line of work?
So I think that all of us have like a core purpose in our life, and I didn't know what mine was, but my dad married a hairdresser and I was 16, and I got a really bad perm. It was like really bad. Like inches of my hair fell off before I left the salon, and I was only 16 and I looked like my Pomeranian, and I didn't want to look like my Pomeranian, and I was just devastated. But it was back in the day before flat irons and you couldn't fix it. So my stepmother entered in and saved the day. She blew my hair out every 3 days to make it not look so cotton-like. And I sat in her chair thinking, it's not about hair, it's about how it makes you feel. Because I was devastated at 16 to look like a poodle or a Pomeranian. And she helped me with my self-esteem. I was like, I can do this. This is fine. But that was the moment that I wanted to be a hairdresser, because I knew that it wasn't just about hair. It was about how it made people feel.
So you started off like just helping your stepmother?
So I literally went to my dad and I said, I want to quit high school.
Okay.
And I want to be a hairdresser.
Wow.
And he said, okay. So I got my GED and I went into hair. And the year I graduated hair school would have been the year I graduated high school. And so I started in my stepmom's salon.
Very cool.
Right away.
Just like that.
Just like that. I did makeup for the Orlando Opera for 5 years. I did TV and radio and all that as well. Just for fun, because when you're young, you have a lot more energy to do everything.
Of course.
You never went to sleep. Now I love sleeping.
So, that's a perfect segue to the next question. So, what drives you every day to do those things that you do? Because I mean, I hear the excitement in your voice, and I hear it, and I got to believe that because you've been doing this. We're not going to talk about how long. It doesn't matter.
We don't want to do that, but over 30 years.
Over 30 years, you've been doing this. So, what drives you and motivates you to do this every day and serve your clients? And by the way, I do want to see Angi's opening this rapid transformational therapy thing. But she has absolutely no room on her appointment calendar for hair. I have to make that clear right up front. She's not taking new hair clients, unfortunately. So, but but there's what's that motivation after 30 years? What drives you to do this?
So a lot of it is what you do for a living, which is relationship. To me, that's everything. Like if I don't have a relationship with people, then what is life for? So doing hair, it really conditioned me to understand people and to be a good listener and to allow people to have a voice. And over time, I just wanted more of that. And I wanted to help people to hear their own voice. And so that's why I went into the therapy side of it and the energy healing side of it. So
do you feel like you, even before you've gotten into this therapy thing, do you feel like you've been doing that for 30 years anyway? Pretty
much, exactly. You got it. You got it. Right? Absolutely, so, because you're listening to people all day long and what they want to talk about, and you want to be a listening ear.
So when you first started doing this, so you were doing this with your stepmom, right? Mm-hmm. But at some point, because everybody's had their very first client, their very first for real client, not somebody the mom had pregnant, but the very first one that came and asked for you. What was that feeling like?
Felt great. It felt like I've arrived. I think I was 19 And I just felt like I'm supposed to be doing this. This makes me happy, and as long as they're leaving happy, I'm happy.
And that was your first, and that was like your first person who actually was asking for you by name.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's impressive. That was a while back.
A while back.
So
I'm only 25.
I know exactly. So in those last 4 years, right?
Yeah.
But there's in these last 4 or 5 years, what is the? Because I mean, people. Hair is so personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a personal thing. What is the? And you know, I don't want to betray anyone's privacy here anymore. What's the strangest or weirdest request from a hairstylist that you've ever had? Maybe it was for a party or something
I just can't even talk about it.
What's that? Okay.
I'm turning red. Listen, it's Vegas.
Okay.
Wherever I am, it's
talk?
Vegas. Even at parties, I hear a lot of stuff. I tell people I am a professional secret keeper.
Okay.
Other people's secrets.
Now, this is one of those things we don't want to secret, though, because we're not going to betray anyone's confidence,
Right.
any more confidence. Here's what I do want you to do. We both live in our beautiful area we call Soto. We love
Soto.
the area south of downtown Orlando, and I know that we've seen each other at the same establishments. But where are some of your favorite places when you eat local? And we all like to support local.
Mm-hmm.
Where are some of your favorite places that you like to?
Well, if we're in Conway area, I love El Pacho. I always say it wrong. El Pacho. La Fiesta is one of our favorite places.
Fiesta,
Love La Fiesta.
Yeah.
F&D Italian Kitchen, which the new one just opened up. Love them. And then Brick and Fire. Just can't beat their pizza and their bruschetta and their wine. It's so good. But very casual. Like, I just want to feel like I can just let my hair down and have a good time with my husband and not have to worry about, being all buttoned up. So all those are really casual
Very
places.
casual.
Yeah.
That's one of those things about living, I think, where we live is you got those options, right?
Lots of choices.
Lots of choices.
Sure.
So are there other places, like I call them watering holes? Everybody has their I mean, I don't want to. We're not promoting alcoholism or irresponsible behavior here, but we're all adults, and I would think that anybody who's watching this video at some point in time was going to be over the age of 13. You have to be over the age of 13 to watch YouTube. But anyway, what are some of your favorite nighttime establishments where you might like to go have a drink?
We end up at Johnny's a lot. Johnny's filling station.
Okay.
Just because they have live music. I love that place. And that's, we don't do a lot. So maybe, it used to be Danbury's.
Okay. They used to have live music there.
They did. Do they not anymore? Because it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Wing Shack sometimes, depending on who's there.
Okay.
And then there's a little place called The Commission right off of Curryford.
Okay.
It's like a beer garden kind of place, beer bar.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
And I don't know that they have live music, but the choice of music they play is really cool. And I love the little atmosphere. It's really small. It's a hole in the wall.
It's a little hole. Yeah, it's
like
on
that
the down by Atlantic Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, next to like 7-Eleven, JW Salon. That way, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Check them out. For sure.
You'll like it.
So, what are your? Because I do know that you and your husband get out and about. What are your other favorite things to do in just the greater Orlando area? I mean, when you're out doing the daytime thing, what are some of your other favorite activities to do around town?
Let's see. He likes to drive, so we sometimes go to the beach. We'll drive just for a restaurant. We'll go to DeLand. We love to like antique. We really love nurseries. We love succulent gardens. There's a place, I think it's called Cactus or Florida Cactus place. We love to go look for plants. We're crazy like that. Like, we're old people already, which is so fun. And of course, eat. We love to eat and drink. That's about it. We just like to hang out together.
Central Florida is a great place for that, isn't it?
It sure is. It's sure. I like to antique, so sometimes we'll end up at Renninger's.
Okay.
Sometimes Mount Dora.
Yep. Renninger's is in Mount Dora.
Love antiquing. I don't know that he loves it as much as I do, but he is really good to me and lets me do what I want. So
the beauty I think of living in Orlando, because everybody thinks of Orlando as Disney and Universal and all these theme parks, and it's not. I mean, that's such a small part, and that's part of promoting part of promoting Central Florida living is the fact that we got beaches 40 minutes away. I mean, it's less than a lot of people drive to work.
It's true.
You know, and then, but we've also got natural areas, forests, and everything else that you can, and all of these other things that you can see and do.
And then we have a great farmers market downtown. Like that's always fun too. On a Sunday morning, Sunday fun.
So let me ask you. So what do you see with Kerrageous living? This is the next big thing. Where do you see yourself in the next as we were talking before we started taping, as the red carpet rolls out in front of you? Yes, where do you how do you see that unfolding over the next?
I see it as like a really great place for people to congregate and come and just feel good about themselves. It's kind of close to, it is in the Hourglass District, just a little on the edge. And it's a place where I want women to be able to come, and men too. I've got men that come to my meditation classes, but come and just have a group of their friends and have a little sound bath. You lay on a mat, you close your eyes. We'll have a glass of wine if you want, whatever. And then I do a beautiful sound bath, a little bit of energy healing, and you wake up feeling refreshed and you go on to your day, you go on to your family. And then also, if you have a deeper issue, you come in and you get RTT therapy, which is a type of hypnosis, and you can deal with bigger traumas. Or if you just want to come hang out and have a chat with your girlfriends, the place is there. It's community. It's all about community and bringing people together.
So you'll have and I know this from the individual side, but you'll have group things and
meditation classes, group therapy. Really, I call it therapy. It's not therapy. It's fun. You get something out of it because you feel different when you leave than you walked in with. But it's really just a group of people, whether you know each other or not, just on the same common level of I want to feel good when I leave. And then we do these different modalities to help you elevate your belief system and drop limiting beliefs and leave different than you came.
I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Thank you.
I'm
excited.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I'll get the
You are
opportunity
invited
to be a part.
for sure.
All right.
For sure.
All right. So everybody, again, Angi Kerr.
Thank you.
Kerrageous living.
Thank you.
You'll be hearing a lot more from her.
In the future.
She's going someplace. I know she is. All right. So thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Wait for the next one.